Very good morning to all of you. Very good morning to all the participants. So on the behalf of Munitions India Limited and General Manager Ordnance Factory Khamaria, myself Manish Vittalrao Chavanke, Joint General Manager, I welcome all the officers from units of MIL and different various representatives from MSMEs and industries participating in today's webinar on promoting the indigenization drive through MSME. So to promote the Government of India's vision of Make in India initiative, along with a special focus on Atmanirbhar in defense, a Srijan portal was launched as opportunity to make in India in defense in August 2020 to give access to Indian manufacturing industry of the items which have been imported in the past, as well as the items which are likely to be imported in next subsequent years. So this portal act as a bridge between various private industries and various DPSUs for indigenizations of these items. So today's webinar is arranged to apprise the various private industries and MSME about the products and various products which MIL would like to indigenize in years to come. So I welcome all of you in today's webinar. Different units under MIL, likely Ordnance Factory Khamaria, Ordnance Factory Bhandara, Ammunition Factory Khadki Pune, then Ordnance Factory Chanda is going to give their presentation. And once again, I welcome all of you. So to begin with, I request General Manager Ordnance Factory Khamaria, Shri M.N. Haldar sir, to address the gathering.
May I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. I'm very happy to see
Good morning, sir.
so many executives from Indian industries have participated in today's webinar organized by Ordnance Factory Khamaria. This webinar is arranged to promote indigenization drive through MSMEs for defense product as well as component published on Srijan portal. This will encourage Government of India's vision of Make in India initiative with special focus on ATMANIRBHAR BHARAT ABHIYAN in defense sector. As we all know, Government of India is fully committed to the growth of defense sectors and defense industries. Growth in defense sectors will lead to definitely substantial growth in the economy also by increasing the value of production of various defense items in defense Indian industries. Export of the country is also going to be increased by virtue of the increased manufacturing capabilities. It is a big challenge for our defense private and public sector undertakings, defense organizations, academia, research laboratories and MSMEs to fulfill the above objective of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. DGP has launched a Srijan portal named as srijandefense.gov.in. It is an opportunity for Make in India initiative in defense industries. This portal displays many items which are being imported today, and a sizable volume of importations is being done for this. These items are to be indigenized in time-bound manner. The defense items which are going to be indigenized have been noted as positive indigenizations list, that is PIL 1, PIL 2, 3 and 4 on Srijan portal of Ministry of Defense. The interested MSME will be able to communicate to the DPSUs against each item's nodal officers. Their details are available at the Srijan portal, for which MSME has shown their interest for design development and manufacturing as per their capabilities, or to joint venture with OEMs. The defense items which will be developed by the firm are required to be passed through stringent acceptance criteria. For that, Ordnance Factory will provide QAP, drawing specification, etc. after signing a non-disclosure agreement with Ordnance Factory. At last, I would like to highlight that indigenizations of defense items are of national priority, and this webinar on indigenization will definitely help to spread this message among all the participants from Indian industries today. Now, on behalf of CMDMIL, I once again extend my hearty welcome to one and all the participants of today's webinar organized under the aegis of DDP Ministry of Defense. With this word, I'd like to finish my address and I wish this webinar a grand success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. So, to begin with now, Ordnance Factory Khamaria is going to share the presentation, and the today's program and further course of action will be shared. Okay, OFK is sharing his presentation. So, the presentation is shared. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, once again, I welcome all the representatives from various MSMEs, the units under MIL for today's webinar. So, today's program, firstly, Ordnance Factory Khamaria is going to present the items which will be, which would like to indigenize. Thereafter, HEPF Factory Trichy will share his presentation. Then, Ordnance Factory Bhandara by Mr. Jasmeet Singh, he will present his presentation. So, once these presentations are over, we'll have an interaction session at the end of this webinar, where all of you, if you are having any query with respect to any item, you can just note it down, and at end of the interaction session, you can raise the query one by one. So we'll start with the webinar. Once again, I welcome all of you for today's webinar on promoting the indigenization drive through Srijan portal. So, first of all, as most of you must be aware, but I am giving you first of all, I am going to give you presentation about the Srijan portal. What is Srijan portal? Many of you are aware of this portal, but still there are some newcomers. So I will just give you a glimpse about this Srijan portal. So this Srijan portal, if you can see, there is a site srijandefense.gov.in. This the main objective of this portal is to partner the private sector in indigenization effort of different defense public sector undertaking and the armed forces. So next slide. Here, if you go to this site, you will find different atoms which are shared for indigenizations. Now there are different DPSU. If you particularly would like to see the products which MIL would like to see, on the left hand side there is a column company. So in the company you just click on MIL. So you will get all the products which are related to the MIL for indigenization. So if you see, the atoms will display there, and there is again for particular atom uh, there is one icon that show interest. So you just click on that interest, you just click on that link, and certain details you have to fill. Once you fill that details, we'll get a notification from your side that yes, you are interested for this particular atom, and then we'll come back to you for for this atom. Next. So what procedure we are going to follow is, when for particular atom we are going to float the RFP on GEM website, we'll ask all the possible or likely vendors which would like to participate in indigenization drive. So we'll ask you non-disclosure agreement so that we can share you drawings and QAP. Then you can participate in the bid. After participation, we'll just check your credentials and then we award you a project sanction order for indigenization of this atom. Now, I'm going to share the components which we'd like to indigenize. So there are total, as told by our GM sir, there are total 4 positive indigenization list has been published in this Srijan Defense Portal. Positive indigenization list 1, positive indigenization list number 2, next, positive indigenization list number 3, and positive indigenization list number 4. So I will share one by one atoms which would like to indigenize. So first atom is shell body empty assembly for 84 millimeter HAT 751. So basically this atom is used for 84 HAT 751 ammunition. This ammunition is imported from Messrs FFV Sweden. The project officer for this particular atom is Mr. Vijay Kuraria. So the majority of the facility which required for this particular atom is the flow forming for manufacturing of that copper cone, and electron beam welding, which is required for assembly of this copper cone inside the shell body. So if you are interested, you can just click on that icon and we'll get the notification. Next. Next is SA device. Basically, it's a fuse for main charge of 84 HAT 751 ammunition. Here, 2 major facility will be required. One facility is a precision manufacturing facility, a clockwork mechanism facility. Basically, if you have seen in the clock, there is different types of sector gear and small components. So manufacturing facility of such component is required. And other facility is required is manufacturing of piezoelectric generator. So either of these 2 facilities should be available with these firms which are interested in development of this atom. The next atom is SA device for precursor charge for 84 HAT 751 ammunition. This again the similar atom. Only the things is the manufacturing facility is also similar. Just the components are different. The dimensions are different. Next. Next atom is wave spring washer. It acts as a cushioning element. This is for this atom, very simple atom, but it required a press facility with the firms. What we are going to test with this component is that we'll have a visual examination, critical dimension analysis of this component. Then there is a compression test, hardness test, and certain acceptance criteria such as fitment in a particular component. So these things we are going to check in this component wave spring washer. Mr. N.D. Tiwari is the project officer for this atom. So next atom is fuse 551. Fuse for 551. So for this fuse atom, basically it is all precision components. So the interested firm is required to have the manufacturing facility for precision components. The company is also required to have a press facility, so that sheet metal manufacturing facility for manufacturing of some sheet metal components. Next atom is cable tie. This atom is basically used for assembly of propellant over the fin assembly, and its material is Zytel. Its nominated project officer is Saurabh Singh. The atom is very small but very critical in the sense that when we fire the ammunition, after firing the ammunition, there should not be any debris left with burning of these components. So this material used for is Zytel. And what we are going to check is visual examination, critical examination, and fitment trial. Next. Next component is base plate 551. So in this base plate, the material is laminate. And here again, this component, the concerned project officer is Mr. J.P. Mina. Here again, the test we are going to do is visual examination, the rupture test or pressure test, then surface quality test, determination of moisture content, then determination of base plate thickness, delamination or tropical storage test. These all tests we are going to do. The next atom is NOA32 and NOA34. Basically, this is the explosive composition which consists of zirconium oblique nickel, bismuth trioxide, zinc stearide, and acrylic binder. So, whatever the firms which are interested in this NOA32 and 34 should have a facility for this composition. So, once we get this, we'll do the composition test. Next. Next composition, again a Z47B composition. This is again an explosive composition which mainly consists of boron powder, potassium nitrate, and acrylic binder. Here again, the main test will be a composition test. So we are going to make our component, will check its timing, whether we are getting particular timing or not. So all related acceptance document we are going to share with you once you sign the NCNC document and you show the interest in the development of this component.
खुला है
Next.
हाँ खुला है
मैंने तो मीटिंग ज्वाइन भी कर ली
हमने भी ज्वाइन कर लिया
ना
हाँ। लेकिन अब हमको देखना होगा हमारा साउंड का क्या चक्कर है साउंड
साउंड का साउंड में नीचे एक बटन जहाँ पे ज्वाइन है ना
हाँ
आपने आप देखो
Dilip ji, I request kindly mute your.
Okay, thank you sir, thank you.
Yeah. So our presentation is visible to you.
Just a minute.
Dilip ji, kindly mute. Okay, thank you very much. So we'll move to next item. Next item is electronic detonator N8T, N8TP, and detonator 5mm. Again, this electric detonator, which site between the main charge or precursor charge of and SA device, that is a fuse, and it is a part of explosive train. So here again a nodal officer is Mr. Rajat Kumar. Next item. So guided aerial bomb. One of our project is guided aerial bomb. We are Ordnance Factory Khamaria is manufacturing 450 HSLD HE bomb. So we'd like to have provide a guided aerial bomb for this particular bomb, in which we will be requiring fuse and guidance system from the likely vendors. So any likely vendor can just show their interest on the icon, so that we'll come back to you. The next item is armor plate. So for proving of our ammunition and its subcomponent, we require various types of armor plate. So one of such armor plate is 1 meter by 1 meter by 50 millimeter armor plate. So for this armor plate, a request related quality document we are going to share. Once you show your interest in this item, the concerned project officer is Mr. Ajay Kumar. Again, for testing of our shell body assembly, we required a stack of armor plates. So this is we call configuration of stack. 4 RHA plates, 75 to 80 mm plus 13 RHA 30 mm. So again, here nominated projector officer is Mr. Ajay Kumar. Will share the all related documents. Next item. So this is about the items related to Ordnance Factory Khamaria. So after this, I will request HEPF Factory Trichy to share his presentation. Whatever doubts, if anyone having, at the end of the session, we are having an interaction session. We'll discuss on your doubts one by one. Is it clear?
Very good morning to all the vendors and industry partners. Myself, Vivek Kumar, Works Manager from HEPF. I welcome you all for this webinar on Indigenation Drive through Srijan portal. So I just share the presentation. Kindly confirm whether the presentation is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes, it is visible, sir.
Thanks for your confirmation. So we will go into the presentation. So I would like to give a very brief introduction of 1 minute about the product which we are manufacturing at HEPF. We manufacture FSCPDS ammunition hardware. So the FSCPDS ammunition is basically a primary tank ammunition. It's an anti-tank ammunition used in T-72, T-90 and Arjun main battle tanks. So currently we are manufacturing different variants of FSCPDS, but we can classify these FSCPDS into two variants in particular. The one I have presented here on the right side, the figures. So one ammunition, the top one is having a sabot, which is aluminum. It is made of aluminum alloy. This particular portion, and there is a tail unit which is used for stabilizing the projectile, and the killing element of the ammunition is the penetrator. We can see the components of the FSCPDS ammunition on the left side. It is the penetrator, which is going to penetrate the anti-tank, and there is a drive and CB rubber components. And this particular ammunition is held by the sabot, which is made of aluminum alloy, and there is a tail unit or stabilizer. So there are two variants here, as I mentioned earlier. The second variant is not, instead of having a penetrator made of tungsten alloy, we are having a maraging steel penetrator. And it is having a full caliber stabilizer, which is made of rolled steel. So now we are importing a lot of raw materials. Our core technology in our factory is powder metallurgy and precision machining. Since we are already having the core technology of powder metallurgy and precision machining, so we normally need pre-processed raw materials from the vendors, from the suppliers. So we normally import the elemental powders which are required for our powder metallurgy to make this penetrator, and aluminum alloy for tail units and sabot, and maraging steel for the penetrator of this particular ammunition. So these are our imported items earlier. Now slowly we are indigenizing one by one. So far, over a period of time, in the last 4 PAL list, PAL 1, 2, 3, 4, we have uploaded around 15 items. So out of the 15 items, 3 items we could able to already indigenize, and another 12 items are under progress. Some of the items, out of these 12 items also, we have identified some suppliers, and we have developed the raw material, and some trials are being conducted. In the first PAL, we have developed maraging steel. Medani has developed the maraging steel, and we have successfully tested it, and it is indigenized. It is type approved. And from the PAL3, we have indigenized V95 grade aluminum alloy for sabo of for bush of this particular ammunition. At the same time, we have indigenized obturator with the help of Aerospace Engineering, Salem. And currently from the PAL4, one of the elemental powder, cobalt powder, we are indigenizing, developmental trials are going on with the Rapicat carbide. So with the help of our Indian partners, industrial partners, we could able to develop so many items, and we are under progress of developing the other items. So I would like to present the items which are being indigenized in this presentation. There are total 12 items which I am going to present, which can be categorized into these four. One is elemental powders and oxides of elemental powders, which we use for the which we use as a raw material for our powder metallurgy process. And secondly, the aluminum alloy extrusions, which are required for manufacturing the sabo and the tail unit. And thirdly, the rolled steel, which is used as again as a stabilizer in the full caliber 125 mm FSCPD ammunition. And lastly, tungsten heavy alloy blanks, which one particular mechanical proper mechanical properties, which we are also developing as we are having powder metallurgy process. At the same time, if any other vendor is interested in developing of tungsten heavy alloy blanks, we are most welcome. Now we will go through product wise details. First one is tungstic acid anhydride. So it is a tungstic acid anhydride is an oxide form of tungsten. Currently in the global market, wherever the tungsten ore is available, by naming any country, now the countries, since the industrial development has happened, all the countries are adding the value in their country itself. So we are not finding the any ore importing of ore of tungsten. We are not getting to the Indian market. So wherever the tungsten ore is there, the process, basic process for getting the tungsten acid anhydride or tungsten powder is being happened in their country itself. So that is the reason why we could not able to indigenize this tungsten acid anhydride as on date. But then if we can able to import ammonium paratungstate from any country, and if we are having a proper process technology if we can able to install this process technology for processing this ammonium paratungstate into tungstic acid anhydride, we can definitely indigenize this particular item. Specification and other details I will share. If you have any interest, I will share my mobile number and email ID at the end of the presentation. In case of any details regarding the ammunition or commercial terms, technical specification or commercial terms, you can definitely contact me. So this is once we get the tungstic acid anhydride, we convert it into tungsten powder, and then we will use it for manufacturing of tungsten heavy alloy component. Similarly, the next item is iron oxide. So we need iron powder for manufacturing of tungsten heavy alloy component, tungsten being the major constituent. The other elements will be ferrous, nickel, moly, cobalt. So for getting, we have a reduction furnaces for processing the ferrous oxide into ferrous powder. So for that we need ferrous oxide. We are importing from Russia. So if you can able to get some ore form of to process it into iron oxide by any Indian industrial partner, then we will be able to indigenize this iron oxide. So other than oxide form, we are straight away importing elemental powders also. So tungsten powder, every year hundreds of tons we are importing. So which is of CQA MET specification. This is also used in tungsten heavy alloy blanks in our powder metallurgy facilities. Similar way, nickel powder of the same specification, cobalt powder of the same specification, and iron powder of the same specification. Cobalt, iron, nickel, moly are being the minor constituents, tungsten being the major constituent is having higher demand. Then come to aluminum extrusions. We required ASTM B221M grade 7075 T651 condition aluminum alloy of dia 135 mm rod to manufacture the sabo, so which is used in the ammunition. We require actually high strength to weight ratio alloy for sabo material. So we have chosen aluminum alloy in the design. So this particular grade aluminum alloy extrusions are required. To develop this particular aluminum alloy rod, we need at least from casting and melting, homogenizing, and then extrusion facility, then solution heat treatment, stretching, control stretching, and then aging furnace facilities. These are the facilities are expected from the industrial partner to develop this particular item. So the same alloy of different dia, 75 mm dia. So if we are having these facilities but not meeting the 135 mm dia capacity, then you can definitely try for 75 mm dia aluminum alloy to begin with. So this particular aluminum alloy with 75 mm dia is used for manufacturing of stabilizer or tail unit of the FSCPDS. Another specification of aluminum alloy extruded profiles are used for similar application of manufacturing SAB of another variant of ammunition. So this is V96 specification profiles. Earlier we have seen the rod form, now it is in the profile form. So the extruded profiles of this aluminum alloy V96 specification as on date we are importing from Russia. And now we have developed a source in India. Ambazari is developed this particular item, and we are doing type testing for this item. And at the end, we have rolled steel, which is used in manufacturing of full caliber stabilizers. So this rolled steel is also of ghost specification, that is resin specification. And at the end, we have high strength tungsten heavy alloy blanks. As on date in India, HEPF is having the powder metallurgy specific facilities which can manufacture this kind of HA blanks, that is tungsten heavy alloy blanks. But in case if any industrial partner is interested to develop this particular item, we welcome you. So this is the killing element in this FSCPDS simulation, the penetrator which is going to penetrate the anti-tank ammunition. So, and this is the costliest item in the total ammunition. So that is all. These are the raw materials which we are importing from time to time. In case of any technical or commercial doubts about these particular items and any guidance for developing these items, please feel free to contact. My name is Vivek Kumar Raza. Once again, this is my mobile number and email ID at the end. I have said, thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Vivek. Thank you for your presentation for items pertaining to HEPF. Now I will request Shri Jasmeet Singh from Ordnance Factory Bhandara to share its presentation. Jasmeet, will you please share your presentation?
Sure, sir. I hope everyone is able to see my presentation. Morning all. Sir, are you able to see
Jasmeet,
my
your
presentation?
voice is not audible.
Sir, I am audible now.
Yes, it is audible, but voice is slightly low. Kindly increase your volume.
Yes, sir, I will speak loudly, sir. Good morning.
Very
all.
less.
Good morning, all. I am representing myself from Ordnance Factory Bhandara. First of all, I will thank you for.
Morning, sir.
Thank you, Ordnance Factory Khamaria, for organizing this, giving me the chance to. First of all, thank you everyone to get opportunity to register. Ordnance Factory Bhandara is a corporate.
Sir, your hello, is not audible, sir.
आवाज नहीं है
Volume
सर.
is very low.
Jasmeet. Hello, Jasmeet. This is Vikas Purwar. I think you correct your voice signal there. Till then, we'll call some other factory, that is Ordnance Factory Bhandara, you can call. Okay, that's all. Three factories, huh? Okay, so you correct it, then we can take up again.
Okay, fine, sir.
Your voice is coming very low, Jasmeet. Sir, just check your system.
Fine, sir.
Bhandara. तो भंडारा को बोलने दो ना पहले, तो भंडारा को बोलने दो ना, तो अच्छा ये ठीक कर लेगा।
प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं देंगे और
भंडारा भी नहीं देगा,
का भी कहना है कि वो भी प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं देंगे।
भंडारा भी नहीं देगा, तो बोल दो तब तक होता कंटिन्यू रहेगा।
आवाज नहीं आ रहा, सिर्फ
अच्छा भंडारा रहेगा, ओके ओके ओके। एफ के कर रही है
एफ की करनी हो गया।
Manish sir, it is still
Yes, Jasmeet.
it is still not
No.
loud, sir.
Yes.
Is it okay now, or still there is still some issue?
Jasmeet, now your voice is okay.
Okay. Let's start now.
Other participant, you are able to hear Jasmeet's voice?
His voice is comparatively low.
No, sir, we couldn't hear.
Come from other side.
Just
It's
clear.
So till the time Jasmeet joins again, I again would like to apprise all the participants for today's webinar. Basically, today's webinar we have arranged to share with you all the items which we would like to indigenize in the years to this year and in years to come. So you can visit Srijan Defense Portal. On the left hand side, there is a one you can click on the company. You will get MIL. You just so you can find all the products which MIL would like to indigenize. So there are various units under MIL. So you will find all the as of now there are 4 positive indigenization lists, and total there are 148 items has been uploaded for indigenization. So you can see all the atom, and if you are interested in development of this atom, you just click show interest icon, fill the details, will get the notification that yes, you are interested in development of that ammunition. So if you are when you show that interest, we will come back to you. We'll share the technical details with you, and whenever we are going for tender, we'll give first preference to you. So this is what we are going to do. So I request all the participants, you just visit this region defense site and check all the items on MIL. So on MIL, you will find approx 148 items. Whatever item you would like to indigenize, you just click on the show interest. We'll come back to you. So Jasmeet, my voice is audible to you? I request Karthikeyan sir, kindly mute yourself, sir. So sorry for interruption. Jasmeet he will take maybe 10 or 15 minutes more. So by that time, I will request all the participants, if you are having any query, you can ask one by one.
Sir, namaskar. This is
Namaskar, Avinash
Avinash
sir.
Deshpande from Sandeep Bhai, Nagpur. Sir, our request
Very
is
good.
to share this presentation.
Yes, sir. We'll share the presentation as well as other information if required. You just send us a mail and we'll share
Yes, sir.
the details with you, sir.
Mail ID, if you can share it, sir.
Okay, Avinash sir, we'll share the presentation with you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Any other query?
Sir, Ajay Shinde here from Worldwide Oilfield Machine.
Very good morning.
Sir, we can get a sample of the products which you require to indigenize, like essay device and fuse.
Yes. See, once we are publishing the deal, when we are going for a bid in a jam, when you are participating, once you are participated, if you required a sample, we'll definitely going to give you a sample on certain terms and conditions.
Okay. When it is
Yes,
going to be published at this requirements?
sir, this we are like to publish in the September. So when we are publishing the bid, we will send a mail to you.
Okay.
But for that, again,
Thank you.
as I told you, sir, that you have to show the interest. You just go in the Srijan portal, and any particular
Sir,
item we are interested, you just click on that show interest icon and fill the details. We'll get the notification that yes, you are interested in development of this ammunition, and we'll inform you via mail that we are bidding for this ammunition and you participate in that tender.
yes. Sir, we have already
Is it
shown our interest in this certain products, sir.
okay, sir? Okay, we'll definitely share you bid details to you.
Yeah, please. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So, may I?
Yes, yes. Ajay ji, very good morning. Bataiye.
Very good morning, sir. First of all, thank you for conducting this webinar. It is really helpful for industries like us to explore some new products and to indigenize the product in India to reduce the import things. And my query is there any procedure given on the portal for registration? First of all, any registration is required on the portal? If yes, then is there any procedure given on the portal to register at Srijan portal?
See, in the Srijan portal, there are two things. If you go on the site, as regards to MIL products, you can just see the products. If you are interested, again I repeating, if you are interested in a particular product, you just show your interest, fill that show interest
Okay.
icon. We'll get the notification and we'll come back to you when we are bidding for that particular item. Prior to that, we are going to give the information that we are bidding for this ammunition. This is the bid, and kindly participate. This we are going to do. And other also, there is one login column, vendor login column. So you can log in that column, fill your details, whatever products or we can say the facilities which are available with your site. So any company, any DPSU which is interested, which thinks that you can develop this item, they will come back to you.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
So is it clear?
Yes, sir. Totally clear. Thank
I
you.
hope I answered your query.
Yeah, 100%, sir. Thank you.
And thank you very much for
Yeah.
attending today's webinar. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, most welcome, sir.
any other query? My voice is audible?
This is Lalit Pahwa. I would request the presentations to be shared to all the
Yeah, good morning,
participants
sir.
who. Good morning.
Definitely we'll
My
share. Sir,
request.
kindly introduce yourself.
I'm Lalit Kumar Pahwa, Managing Director of Pahwa Metal Tech. We do copper, titanium, and special copper alloys. And I would like to, attempt some parts that you just showed, Ordnance Factory Khamaria. But I need a copy of that presentation so that I can send a proper email. So that was one question. The second question was, for all the parts that you are currently importing or manufacturing within your facility, is the indigenization vendor expected to follow the same process, or he can follow newer, more innovative process?
Sir, thank you for your query, sir. As far as this Srijan defense, sir, if you can see on the left-hand side, there are different options given for procurement. There is IDEX column is there, then there is make one procedure is there is make two procedure is there, and normal bidding procedure is also there. So
Right.
it depends on particular factory or particular unit under MIL which procedure they are going to follow. But in as far as region defense, most of the atom will be either through make one, make two, or IDEX.
Okay.
Is it clear, sir?
Yeah, I mean, it is clear, but not, yeah, I have not got the specific answer to my question. But if you share a copy of the presentation, I will then communicate one-on-one and, ask specific queries which you can sort of answer.
Definitely, sir. We'll share the presentation with you, and it's our pleasure. And I will just request, sir, whatever item you are interested in, you just show your interest so that we'll get the notification and we'll come back to you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Manish sir, are you able to hear me now?
Jasmeet,
Yes, sir.
I think your voice is now good. And so I request all the participants. So first we'll hear to Ordnance Factory Bhandara presentation. Thereafter again we will have this interaction. So Jasmeet, you can start your presentation.
Sorry for the interruption. I hope my voice is clear this time.
It's clear
Moving
now.
forward.
Loud and clear.
Yes, we can hear.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you. First of all, I like you all to custom to what is Ordnance Factory Bhandara is manufacturing in the field of defense. Ordnance Factory Bhandara is a pioneer in the production of propellants, which consists of single base and double base propellant. Primarily, you can say nitrocellulose base and nitrocellulose plus nitroglycerin base. So we make propellant for various kind of ammunitions, 5.56, 7.62, various kind of media calibration ranging for 30 mm, 40 mm, 84 mm cargo staff ammunition. We even make propellant for artillery propellant that is used in the before guns, British guns that you see in the high ranges of Jammu and Kashmir. We make propellant for tanks, we make propellant for various kind of missiles, surface to air missiles, air to air missiles, air to ground missiles, anti-submarine missiles, rockets, various kind of, you can say all the main energy for all the ammunitions comes from Bhandara only. We also make, coming to the next slide, just a minute. We make explosives of various kinds of ammunitions. We make high explosive handling compounds. We make RDX, HMX, RDX TNT compositions, RDX wax, which goes into the warhead of missiles and gives actual detonating effect. We also make PET and explosive for various kind of demolition purposes, which is used by our civilian forces. Ordnance Factory Bhandara also explosive reactive armor for T-72 tanks. These are some of the pictures of our product and the product which goes with different kinds of ammunition. I have already explained the name earlier. These are single base propellants, so various small arm ammunition. These are double base propellants for various kinds of mortars. These are all a double base propellants. Different shapes and sizes are there. NGB 07161, 011, 241. Coming to the other field, double base, we also make propellants. With smoke for six, these kind of propellants which we give primarily to Ordnance Factory Khamaria, because it is their manufacturing product.
Jasmeet,
Again,
sorry,
yes,
Jasmeet,
yes,
Jasmeet,
sir.
I am interrupting you. Your voice is echoing, so you have a echo. So kindly see once again.
Eco, sir.
अब जसमीत को अनम्यूट करो सिर्फ जसमीत को खोलो वो भंडारा को उसको अनम्यूट करो तब
सबसे ऊपर है, I think.
Request all other people to mute so that
Yes,
this
now you
problem
can
will
check.
get solved.
Jasmeet, you can start now.
Sir, eco is there. It's okay now.
It's okay now. It's okay.
Okay, sir. These are the rocket propellants which we make for anti-tank guided missiles, anti-submarine rockets, A2 ground rockets. These are the explosive compounds, various kind of explosives we make, HMX and RDX, which I've explained earlier. Now coming to the main part in which we require the support from our Indian private industries. Ordnance Factory Bhandara make propellants in which various kind of ingredients goes inside it, so that required property of a propellant is achieved. And many of the ingredients which are mentioned over here, in which some of the vendors are low, vendor base is very low, and some of the products which are being imported from outside. So for the first product which I am stating over here is 2-nitrodiphenylamine. It's kind of a stabilizing agent which goes into every propellant of Ordnance Factory Bhandara. So with the annual requirement of this propellant is around 320 kg per annum. Similarly, the next product is ethyl cellulose powder. Actually, we purchase the powder from outside and make you can say a sleeve through an injection molding machine, which is then finally used for inhibition of our propellants. So again, the vendor base is here is too low, so that most of the times, whenever we go for the procurement process, a procurement gets delays, or you can say it goes to retendering because the only one or two vendors are not able to meet our specifications. So the order quantity which we expect for a year is around 600 kgs. The same goes to ethyl cellulose tape. You can say it's a more good version of that. But however the composition is same. Again, this item is imported from outside. The specification of all the items which I mentioned over here, I have given my email ID in the end. You can mail me. I can share you the requirement, exact specification, the testing criteria, and then we can move forward. Coming to the polyurethane stain, this is kind of a chemical which we use for surface coating of high explosive. The demand will be around 3 kgs per annum. Wax special number 6, various kind of explosive which we make in the form of RDX. We use wax in the coating of that, and this particular
Jasmeet, your voice is not clear. Hmm? Jasmeet, your voice is not clear. Other participant, can you hear Jasmit's voice?
No, sir, his
No, sir,
voice
not
is.
audible.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Jasmit, your voice is not audible.
It's totally stopped.
Yes, yes. Jasmit, your voice is not audible. Kindly check again. Sorry for interruption. So till Jasmit joins us, we'll again continue with our interaction. So till now, if anybody is having any question, we can start. You can ask the questions.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah. Kindly introduce yourself, sir, so that
Presentation which you are presenting, is it possible to share with all of us?
sir will share the presentation. I request kindly introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Santosh. I am talking from Central Electronics Limited, Saibabad.
Okay, sir. We'll share our presentation to you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
हाँ जसमीत
हेलो
जसमीत बोलो
सर, मेरे यहाँ पे इंटरनेट ही चला गया सर।
इंटरनेट चला गया तो और जब मीन्स आप दूसरी जगह से नहीं कर सकते हो Okay, we'll continue with our interaction. So, any other question?
Hello.
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 I'm DK Misra from CPO Products, Mumbai.
Yes, sir.
It is requested that the presentation be shared to all the participants. That is only.
Okay, sir. We'll share the presentation with all the participants.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
हाँ सर,
Audible.
मैं विजय इंजीनियर थाना मुंबई से बोल रहा हूँ सर.
Very good morning,
Hello.
sir. बताइए. Yes, sir. Your
हाँ
voice
सर,
is audible. Continue.
हाँ सर, एक्चुअल में हम लोग इंडिजीनियस आइटम तो नेवी का काफी कर रहे हैं. जो है 2-3 आइटम हमने अभी डेवलप भी किया है नेवी के लिए. तो मैकेनिकल आइटम कोई भी होगा तो हम लोग उसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं सर. आपको सैंपल प्रोवाइड करेंगे तब पूरा R&D करके कंप्लीट करके आपको जॉब सक्सेस करके दे सकते हैं सर.
राइट सर, राइट.
हेलो.
तो सर मैंने जैसे अभी आपको बताया सर प्रेजेंटेशन में कि आपको जो जो आइटम में इंटरेस्ट है सर, आप जस्ट हमारी जो साइट है सृजन डिफेंस की जो साइट है उसमें पर्टिकुलर आइटम आप इंटरेस्टेड है उसमें क्लिक कीजिए, हमें नोटिफिकेशन आएगा, हम आपको रिवर्ट बैक करेंगे सर.
ओके सर. ओके ओके. ठीक सर. ठीक है.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सर.
साइट पे.
Yes, any other
Good morning, sir. Myself, good morning, sir. Myself, Jatin Kamdar. I am calling from representing BF Industrial Technology, Vadodara. It's a Kalyani Group company. Sir, we use regarding these plates, armor plates. Sir, some of the times we require as per the MOQ, because we have to go with the hit size of the mail. So sometimes the tenders are limited to some quantities, so heat size is not getting sufficient. So, sir, in that aspect, if you can help us.
Definitely, sir. As regard to the atoms which we have just shown to you, if you are having particular query that yes, the for that your heat size you require this much quantity, you can definitely write it to us, and we'll come back to you.
Okay, sir.
Because
Thank you.
I am aware that you have developed 265 plate for Ordnance Factory Khamaria.
Yes.
So
Yes,
this is
sir. Yes,
first
sir.
time indigenized successfully. So we are looking forward to indigenize rest of the armor plate in association with all the likely vendors, sir. We will definitely look
Okay,
forward
sir.
to you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So any other query? Uh, uh, Naveen, your voice is not audible. Kindly unmute and then speak. Yes, Naveen. We are not getting your voice.
Hello, this is CS Mongia from SMPP. Hello,
Very good
sir.
morning, sir. Yes, you're audible, sir.
Sir,
Very good
actually, we
morning.
are also interested in indigenizing more of armor plates. So, if you can get the details of the armor plates required to be indigenized, we will be interested to support OF Khamaria and other ordnance factories.
Definitely, sir. As far as product details are considered, sir, the items which we have uploaded in the Srijan Defense, sir, if you click on that item, there is a product details already being shared. Most of the product details are shared. If you require a particular documents like QAP and other requirements, specific requirement, you just show interest, we'll come back to you, sir.
Right, sir. I will. Thank you very much.
Good day, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, any other query? If is there any other query from our participants regarding today's webinar?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Very good morning.
Yes, sir. I have a query.
Sir, kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Devan Saria from Baljeet Iron Private Limited.
Yes, sir. Kindly ask your query.
Yes, sir. The query is like you told us that we can participate on the bids, but before participating on the bids, our product needs to meet the parameters and everything. So how will we know? Like, will you approve it before participating or something like that?
Sir, as I have told you, the most of the product details are already uploaded on the Srijan portal, sir. So if you are particularly interested in any other product, you just come back to us, and then we'll share the quality documents and our requirements for that particular item to you. You can just check whether your product which you are going to offer meets the technical requirement of us. So if it is matching, you can definitely participate in a bid.
And sir, about the practical usage of the product, like how to clarify
Basically,
the practical.
Yes, yes, yes. When we'll going to share the quality documents, quality plan with you, it contains the particular details, technical details required for that particular atom, as well as after manufacturing of that particular atom, whatever practical trials or assembly trials which we are going to do with that component, that is also mentioned in that document. And if you are having any particular query, you will discuss it on the telephone also, as well as you can visit Khamaria also at any time. We'll show you personally also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so is there any other query? So if there is no query, on the behalf of CMD MIL and General Manager Ordnance Factory Khamaria, I am thankful to all the participants who have participated in today's webinar and make it successful. And we are looking forward to you for making all our imported atom indigenized. Our aim is to indigenize most of the atoms which we are importing from various countries. So it is our aim that we'd like to indigenize these atoms on priority with your association and with your help. So whatever